Welcome to the Chronicles of Chattanooga's movie theaters and drive-ins for 1960 to 1989. 1960. The Midway Drive-In in Athens opens. These theaters closed in 1960. 1961. The State Theater reopens on December 22nd as the Martin Theater. The Tivoli Theater stops showing movies full-time in favor of live performances. 1962. Independent theaters became Martin theaters.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinerama.
The Brainerd Theater installs Cinerama starting on July 11th until October 27th, 1963. Nineteen 1964. Martin Theaters opens the Marlboro Drive-In Theater on September 24th. The Capitol Theater is closed by Martin Theaters. 1965. The old Riviera Theater reopens on June 11th as the new Riviera showing art movies. Wilby Kincaid Theaters opens the Eastgate Theater on September 16th as the first major suburban theater in the area. The new Riviera Theater is renamed the Riviera Art on October 8th, showing adult movies.
Look out! Here comes the biggest Bond of all! Thunderball!
Nineteen 1968. Martin Theaters closes the Liberty Theater. 1969. The Cinema Art Theater opens on February 26th, showing adult movies. Modular Cinemas of America opens the Mini Cinema at Brainerd Village on March 5th. The Village Theater in Cleveland is opened by Atco Theaters. The Riviera Art closes. 1970. On February 22nd, the Midtown Twin Cinema made its debut at the former Dixie Theater. Interestingly, admission was restricted to adults, regardless of the film's rating. It's shown adult movies later in 1970. The Brainerd Theater is closed by Martin Theaters on March 22nd as a neighboring nightclub takes it over. Transcontinental Theaters and Robert Lippert from California opens the Showcase Cinema and Penthouse on May 8th. The Riviera Art reopens on October 16th with I Am Curious, Yellow, and Raided by the Vice Squad on October 20th. The Cinema One Adult Theater opens on November 26. 1971. Martin Theatres takes over the Village Theater in Cleveland from Atco Theatres. The Martin Theater closes. 1972. Martin Theatres opens the Northgate Cinema inside the mall on March 23 with 530 seats. The mini cinema is renamed the Brainerd Village Theater on July 8. The Showcase and Penthouse is renamed Showcase Cinemas 1 and 2. These theaters closed in 1972. 1973. The Jerry Lewis Cinema opens on June 29 and is renamed the Plaza Theater on June 29. The Riviera Theater reopens or placed its first ad as the Riverview Adult Theater on July 7. The 58th Street Drive-In is closed by Martin Theatres. 1974. The ABC Eastgate Theater adds its second screen on March 19. The Northgate Cinema 2 and 3 is opened by Martin Theatres outside the mall on September 12. 1975. The Southgate Twin in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia is opened by Martin Theatres on January 31. The Classic Cinema opens on May 7 showing adult movies. The Main Street Cinema opens on May 10 showing adult movies. The Capitol Theater is reopened on September 18 showing adult movies, along with live burlesque shows. 1976. The Interstate Cinema opens on July 31 showing adult movies. These theaters closed in 1976. 1977.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,
Here they come!
Star Wars,
Coming in too fast!
an adventure unlike anything on your planet. It's an epic of heroes and villains and aliens from 1,000 worlds. Star Wars, rated PG.
These theaters closed in 1977. 1978. The Martin Southgate Twin in Fort Oglethorpe became the Southgate Triple on December 20th. The Broad Street Drive-In is closed by Martin Theatres. 1979. The Eastgate Theater adds its third screen on June 22. The Cinema 3 in the Foursquare Shopping Mart is opened by Martin Theatres on December 21. 1980. The Martin Theater and the Red Bank Drive-In closes. 1981. Martin Theatres expands the Southgate Cinemas to 5 screens in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia on June 26. The 23rd Street Drive-In closes. 1982. The Choo Choo Centennial Theater starts to show movies on January 8th. The Martin Northgate Mall Cinema in Hickson became the Cinema 1 and 2 after it split up on March 19th, and the theaters outside the mall became the Northgate 3 and 4. The Northgate 3 and 4 in Hickson is expanded by Martin Theaters on June 25th as the Northgate 3, 4, 5 and 6. The East Ridge 6 is opened by Martin Theaters on December 17th. 1983. The Litchfield 6 in Hickson opens on March 25th. These theaters closed in 1983. 1984. The Marlboro Drive-In closes on October 6th. 1985. Martin Theaters became Carmike Cinemas. The Brainerd Village Theater closes. 1987. The Carmike 4 in Cleveland opens. 1988. The UA Movies at Hamilton Place opens on July 29th. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more.